All right. Welcome back. It's been a minute since I've been on here. Um, yeah, the end of the year was just so busy. Um, had lots going on. Obviously, full time work as always, and while also studying. So I started studying in the end part of the year, and that's basically when I stopped. Oh, that's not true. I started studying in December and didn't really stream October or November. So I haven't streamed for about 3 months, but for a number of reasons, right? I think I went into 2020 and streaming with a really clear head. Obviously, when I started streaming, this was before COVID hit and all this kind of stuff, and so it became a lot harder than I initially anticipated. Just for the simple fact that I found it really hard to be switched on all the time while streaming and doing all the special stuff that people might want to see. Because I was just a bit down over COVID, as I think majority of people were. 2020 was a good year, right? In terms of things, right? We started the stream, started the channel. We got made to affiliate on Twitch. My goal was just looking at my 2020 goals. And my goal was to get to 100 followers across all channels. And we nearly hit 250 on Twitch. We're at 19 on YouTube, and we were doing a bit of Mixer, but that got shut down. But we did get to about 50 on Mixer, maybe about 70. I can't see it now. And then we started streaming on Facebook, and got to about 50. So I was being very inconsistent about where I was streaming. I wasn't too happy with some of the things that were going on Twitch, and I'm still not. So I'm still don't know if I'm going to stay there. I'm thinking maybe I just do YouTube, just stream on YouTube. Everything gets uploaded there, and then I can just make separate videos. So yeah. Anyway, I wanted to make this video to talk about my 2021 goals, and also talk about 2020 as a whole, as we kind of have a little bit already. But anyway, first off, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone that supported me last year. It was, like I said, a really big year, but it was good for the stream. We were disciplined through about 6 months. We were pretty disciplined, but it was just hard to stay motivated while nothing was happening. Now I can understand that happens to everyone, but I think this year I've just got to stick to my 3 day a week, and I just got to. What I want to do more of is when I'm not streaming, making YouTube videos. Right, I didn't do that nearly enough this year, like nowhere near as much as I wanted to. I feel like something that's going to be quite a hindrance on me is I just want to play the games that I like and that make me happy. But as we know, that's not. You can't really do that. You have to have a niche. You have to plug yourself into a specific community or a specific game so you can build around that game, which I didn't do. I played for a few months, played WoW, World of Warcraft, and it was good, had good fun with it, and we're getting some followers from WoW, but as soon as I'd play other things, I would never hear from those people again, right? They'd either unfollow or would never come back to the stream. I'm not sure. I've got to figure out what exactly I want to do, and what niche I want to plug into. This is the thing. I just get bored. I get bored of games, the specific games that I'm playing or whatever it is. But that's something we can figure out. I'm not too sure exactly what yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. Um, another thing that I wanted to touch on was I just want to be more consistent this year. Like I want to come next week. So we're Saturday here in New Zealand currently. Starting on Monday, I do want to get back into streaming. I want to get back into my 3 day a week, just a couple hours each day. I feel like I'm in a good routine now of doing my study, while also, doing full time work and everything like that. And I can put a couple hours aside on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's fine. I think towards the end of the year, I just got a bit burnt out, and then it was kind of like, no, It's hard to be switched on all the time, and that's my biggest advice, because lots of people saw me do okay last year, and I had some mates that started streaming and they did super well, right? Whether that was because they were good at different games or what, but they did really, really well, and have either stopped streaming or are still doing it but aren't hitting the numbers they are because they're not consistent. So everyone knows that the biggest thing on YouTube and streaming is consistency. And if you don't have that, you don't have anything, really. So, yeah, I want to be more consistent this year. I want to put out more stuff, and really reevaluate the channel at the end of 2021, which sounds scary considering we're in January. But yeah, just do something a bit cool. I'm not too worried about the numbers. This has always been a dream of mine to do YouTube and be successful on it. Now, the likelihood of being a successful gaming YouTuber in 2021 is quite low, starting from scratch. And I'm young, but I'm not like super young. You hear about some YouTubers and they started when they were like 15 and now they're 23. And of course, they've been doing it for 8 years. But I'm 23, basically starting from scratch. Now, I've learned some invaluable things in 2020, don't get me wrong. Yeah, my channel hasn't grown really, and I only really did it for about 6 months last year. But I've learned a lot of valuable things that I can take into this year and benefit from, while also juggling the rest of my life, which, maybe 3 times a week isn't reasonable. Maybe I will do 1 or 2 a week and then just make a specific YouTube video once a week, because if I did 1 video a week or tried to, that's like 50 videos, so that's 50 videos in the year. I'd be stoked with that. So yeah, I'm not too sure yet, but I do want to do something, obviously, and yeah, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Obviously, 2021 goals. So, I mean, right now we're at 50 followers on Facebook. We're at about 20 on YouTube, and we're at about 250 on Twitch. So let's just say, for the sake of it, we're at a little over 300 followers across all channels. Because Mix had died. Otherwise it would be a bit higher. But in saying that, if this year, my goal for 2020 was to get to 100 across all channels. So if I could finish 2021 with over 500 across all channels, I think I'd be quite happy. Now, that's, like I said, I don't think I'll be streaming on Twitch anymore. Just for the simple fact it's just way too oversaturated. You can't grow on it. It's discoverability on the channel, on the platform. It's just not good at all. So I'd want to, I think if I could get to 500, I'd be stoked. Really grind out YouTube, try and get some followers on it. If I could get to 500, I would be very happy, and I'd be very happy with how the year went. And yeah, just try and get bigger. This is a marathon, not a sprint. As we know, obviously some people are unicorns and they grow really, really quickly. But yeah, I just want to grow at the speed I can, and hopefully find a cool community while doing it. So yeah, that's my 2021 goals. Don't think it's completely unreasonable, but it will be hard. It will be hard to do, especially if I don't stay consistent. So all I have to do is, try and find a little bit more of a smaller niche of games that I want to play, and just try and grow from that. It's all I can do, and hopefully that can be successful. But anyway, so yeah, thank you all for watching. This will be a little bit of a long video, not really though. But thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Hopefully this year we can do some really cool things. And yeah,